like I got bags under my eyes. Not good. Oh. All right. Don't get old. Don't get old. Look at my eyes, BB. What are all these bags from? What the heck, BB? Look it. Must be the way I put my makeup on. Ooh, looks terrible. What the hell? I better put my glasses on to hide it. Okay. God, it's awful. I'm gonna keep my glasses on, hide it. Oh, my eyes are black. Oh, your eyes are black? Crazy. Full moon, right? Full moon. Capricorn is in the moon. Capricorn is in the moon. Yes, yes. Thank you, BB. Look, a hot mess, right? All right. Let me see. All right. Oh, no. Good morning, good morning. Yes. All right, you guys. Shoot. My phone. All right, so. So with tonight's powerful full moon, you're definitely going to become more psychic, more intuitive, your perspective is going to be more. Even more so, a lot of people are going to find themselves watching a lot of like informative videos or reading about things that have to do with this full moon that's coming. Or they're reading books or whatever. You're going to try to figure out what's good for you, what's not good for you, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Uh, your life has probably been back and forth for quite some time. For this past year so far, January, February, March, April, May, and June. Um, right now, it can be kind of confusing everything that's going on, but your life pretty much was in chaos, in turmoil, back and forth, back and forth. Um, just know the truth, know the essence of like different than what's coming out or what's playing out, what you think is happening in front of you. Just stick with the truth, what's in your mind. Stick with the truth. You can get into a lot of trouble allowing your thoughts and believing things that aren't true, but you've convinced your mind that are. You can get into a lot of trouble. I'm also trying to, I think that maybe a lot of people aren't going to understand where I'm coming from, where I speak about this full moon and this energy. For some of you, you might have had some arguments, like within the last 5 days, there might have been a really bad argument that you had with somebody, like you wonder, like, where the hell did that come from? Or why were they acting like that? Trust your intuition right now. All you can do with your situation right now currently is to hope for the best. Stay focused on the truth of a situation. You're going to have to transform your past self. And what that means is your past self beliefs. You know, we have a belief system because we were brought up with that belief system. Just like you were brought up with maybe knowing don't walk underneath of a ladder. Don't think it's good luck if a black cat passes your cross path. You know what I mean? Crosses your path. That's what I want to say. We have a belief system that we were brought up into. Don't allow yourself to fall into a spiral download, meaning don't think you're going to get away with one thing and it's just going to be done, whether it's addictions or whether it's behaviors or whether it's stealing or whether it's shoplifting or whether it's trying to get away with something. Don't try that, because something's going to spiral out of control. So Capricorn it's definitely Capricorn's full moon here. It is July 3rd. Saturn, and known to denote discipline, it's offering us cosmic spotlight. It's going to help us develop our own structure where we can take more intentional steps towards our highest good. Very expansive and lucky planet. Jupiter coming in with some pretty encouraging and easy flowing energy. There's going to be a lot of positive vibes, but also supportive time for matching our actions. So be careful, because what it looks like is going to broaden our horizons. But we're going to definitely be diving right into this current full moon, this lunation. For a lot of you, if there was something that happened or something that gave you the jitters or something that stressed you out, whatever that situation was, it's like you're going to understand why something happened. You're going to understand why. Let's see. Trying to get all the information as I can for you guys. So we do have so it is a full supermoon in Capricorn. So the first half of July and the fourth supermoon, July is an important month. There's going to be a shift on its axis, but it doesn't happen until the 18th of July. 18th will be another update. But right now, focusing on this full and supermoon that's happening today, July 3rd, at 4:38 a.m. Pacific and 12:38 p.m. So it's not happened yet. It's just about to happen. 12:38 p.m. for us. It's 11 degrees and 18 minutes, and what a supermoon is, it means that moon is much closer to the Earth and its orbit, so this can increase the seismic potentials around the world because of the gravitational pull that's happening. Full moons are also where your feelings and emotions generally come to a head. All all of it comes to a head. Closer we'll have quiet, a peak around us, issues linked to power, etc. Normally they'll be in your own individual birth chart for you to check out how it's going to affect you exactly. Happening in the house area of your life. Okay. Sorry. Interruption of my daughter telling me that her skinny popcorn, or whatever it's called, her kettle corn. I forget the damn name of it now. I'm so upset that she bothered me. Okay. All right. Oh, thank you, Juliet. Same to you. All right, you guys. So we do have the full moon coming into effect. Everybody hit the like button if you've come into the room. You're not new here. You know what to do. Please hit the like button so I can continue. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Make sure you're okay, though, Tammy, okay? Just make sure you're okay. That's all. I don't want you to be without. So if you're going to be without, then just wait. I want to make sure you're okay. All right. So, folks, thank you for hitting the like button. 13 of you. Please hit the like button if you've come in the room. MB Williams, hi. Please hit the like button before you come in the chat. Please hit the like button before you come into the chat. So we're doing 22-22, one question. But I am going to pull one card for each element right now. I'm going to pull one card for each element. Let's see. All right, so for the element of water. For element of water is procrastination. Element of water, procrastination. That is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's like when you see something as an opportunity, you're taking too much time to decide whether or not you want to get into it, or whether you want to attempt it, or whether you want to try to make it happen. So right now with water signs, procrastination is the biggest problem. It's like, well, I'm going to, or I want to, or you just keep putting something off and off and off. Procrastination where relationships are concerned. Procrastination even where business is concerned, money is concerned, paying bills is concerned. So whatever this is, whether it's cleaning out your house or cleaning out that closet or getting something done. For some of you, it's your car. For some of you, it's like your refrigerator even. Yeah, even your refrigerator. Some of you, wow. Some of you got antibiotics, penicillin growing in there like crazy. It's time to clean it out. You need to clean it out. It's going to spoil the other food in there. All right? So, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Today, it's about procrastinating. Please stop procrastinating, or you're dealing with somebody who's completely a snail, a turtle, just going so slow, not wanting to make a change or make something happen at the moment. Air signs, you're wanting help from above. You're asking, you're praying, you're trying to reach all the archangels. You're requesting knowledge. You're requesting a download. You're requesting to even astro travel for some of you. You're requesting a lot from the universe. You're asking help from above, from your guides. It's like you don't feel like you can handle something on your own, which is a great thing, that you're deciding to ask for help from above. Understand, a lot of the angels do not come to assist you unless you ask them to. Now, there's other angels that will come under emergency basis. They will be with you through whatever difficult, tragic trauma that you go through. They will be there with you always. These angels are the ones that have been there with you since birth. All right. Fire signs, your sexuality. Fire signs, you're starting to feel really good about yourself. You're seeing yourself in a different light. You're finally knowing that your partner is interested in you and trying to get closer to you and trying to, be intimate with you. There is definitely challenges here for your partner, feeling like they want to conquer you. They want to spend time with you. And then, of course, we have Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. For some of you, you're trying to put love into something that is not love. You're trying to put love into something that's not love. This is, you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it's about. You know it's about convenience. You know it's about entertainment. You know it's about fun. For some of you, you know this person isn't, they're not trying to have a relationship. All they're trying to do is have a good time. For some of you, you know this, but you want to believe differently. I can't change your mind. That's up to you. But you're going to put yourself on a path that you're going to spiral out of control with your emotions, because you're going to continue to tell yourself it's one thing and it's something else. All right? It's something else. So I have done water, fire, air, and earth. Now, so you guys, please hit the like button if you've come in the room. We got 1616. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, what's going on today in the world itself? Definitely a lot of violence is still taking place. A lot of unintentional deaths. A lot of suspicions on people's health and perhaps diagnoses. I also feel like for some of you, you're very much into, for the United States, you're very much into this president situation with Biden. And I want you to understand that I don't feel that Biden is the one that's actually running this country. I feel there is definitely a lot of people behind the scenes. I mean, look at all, if it was you or me, let's just say with Trump, if it was you or me that had documents that did not belong to me, and the FBI and everybody else got involved, I'd be sitting behind bars. Still, there is corruption that is everywhere. Affirmative action decision, for most Americans, they approve affirmative action. There's a lot of stuff going on in other countries, whether it's Syria, whether it's China, wherever. There's a lot of stuff going on that's not even made public to you, that's not even known to you. We have a lot of military over in many places fighting as of even today who aren't even thought about. They're not even given a second thought, because a lot of people don't know what they're doing and where they're going and what's going on. Just like what happened in Baltimore, Maryland, with this block party that they had in a massive shootout. People are looking for opportunities to do this. People are definitely trying to show power or take control over certain situations. All of you who fell for and believe the COVID shit, I know a lot of you, and no disrespect to your family members who you believe died from COVID. For some of them, it was probably the vaccination. For some of them, it was other health conditions that got altered or changed dramatically because of what's been in our air. Those fires from Canada. This long? Funny. For years and years and years, we never smothered like this with smoke from Canada. In all the years I'm 57, and I'd never remember it being like this. There's more than smoke from Canada. There's other things being put into the air. There's formaldehyde, and there's other things that later on are going to show up in our younger generations. They're going to have a lot of cancers growing up. They're going to deal with a lot of lung issues and a lot of health issues. A lot of people are struggling to go to school and to be able to afford education and things of this nature. It feels like the governments here in the United States are trying to make everybody fight against one another. So the people end up just killing each other and doing the work for the government. It's to depopulate the situation. When have you seen so many like truck explosions, pipe issues like Ohio had to deal with, water contaminations? And yes, I know a lot of people want to say, okay, God's coming. Okay, maybe he is. Maybe he is. I'm a Catholic. Maybe he is. But this is different than God. This is being done by humans. The people that we're looking at as our leaders, people that we're looking at to take care of us and provide for us, are the ones that are trying to take us out. So just like that saying says, the same country our soldiers were willing to take a bullet for is the same gun that's pointing right at them. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I am doing questions today for 2222. I also want to add to this video that in September, around September, could be late August, September, even October. It will be before Christmas, which is in December. There is going to be some other type of very dangerous something that is going to virus, so to speak, that is going to alter us, that is going to affect many, that is going to kill many. And it's coming. It's coming. There's also a tsunami. Remember that I said this on July 3rd, 2023. There is a tsunami coming. An unbelievable amount of water. I don't know if it's the Philippines. I don't know if it's China. I don't know. It's a language that I don't speak, so I can't tell you exactly. There's also going to be something unheard of where Putin is concerned. Something that he orders for his men to do. Something that is unbelievably gothic, unbelievably nasty, unbelievably cruel. But I also feel like someone is going to kill Putin. Remember that I said that. I believe that someone is going to kill Putin. And I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's his own people. Or if in fact it is Ukraine, somebody from Ukraine. But there'll be updates about it. It's going to come. Just like I told you about Prince Harry and Meghan, that they were going to get divorced. I told you that. Kim Kardashian, I see going toward Prince Harry for some reason. So we'll see what happens with that. Am I right? Am I wrong? Who knows? Yeah, there will be mandatory mask again. School will be back to homeschool again sometime before December, I see. They're trying to even destroy the younger kids. And that's going to put a lot of these younger kids in such depression, and it's going to keep them from achieving the information and the learning lessons that they need. It's not as effective when they're home. They're better when they're in a controlled environment in school. Yes, they are. So I haven't been telling you guys a lot of stuff, and I keep seeing a lot of stuff coming out that I already knew. So now I'm trying to say it all and think of it before I come out with it. There's also going to be a new breed of a dog. There's also going to be some kind of new breed of a dog, and it's going to sound really crazy. Really crazy. And it seems like a lot more people are getting into snakes and lizards and, yeah, spiders. And there's many different kinds. There are people that are mating certain deadly, venomous spiders with other ones that are going to create something really bad. It's a lot going on. A lot going on. So for those of you who've been feeling kind of down or depressed or struggling with something or worrying about something, be patient. We just got through this retrograde today. And by my time, Eastern Standard Time, 12:30, 8 p.m., is the effects of Capricorn in this moon. It is a super moon because it is very close to the Earth. That's what makes it a super moon. Exactly, Lindsay. Exactly. There's also going to be some type of either race, whether it's a horse race or a car race, some kind of race, or something's going to be found out that they did something that was illegal to win. Something's going to be found out. I also think there's going to be more documents about Trump to come out. Unfortunately, for you Trump fans, my apologies, but there's more information that's going to come out about him. Stuff that's being paid off right now behind the scenes. But people get so greedy with money that it won't be enough, and they're going to come forward, and they're going to blame him once again for some other things. Trump let his presidency go to his head and felt that he could do anything that he wanted to do, including groping a woman on an airplane. I punched his dentures right out of his mouth. But anyway, that's all for now. All right, who has a question? Who's paid for a question? Please tell my moderators so I have a list. Please tell my moderators so I have a list. Renata said put her on the list. Again, it's very cheap today. It's only $22.22. $22.22. Hi, Susan. Hi, doll. How you doing? I'm so sorry about your cat that you had to put down. That was a beautiful, beautiful boy. I'm so sorry, Susan. Okay, MP Williams, thank you. Yeah. Lindsay, you put my PayPal link up there. That's fine. If it goes to business, that's fine. Whatever it does. Whatever it does. Yeah, BB. Yeah. If you guys need to use my Cash App, let me know. You can use my Cash App. Hi, Lucerne. All right. Hi, Juliet. Oh, I'm so sorry, Juliet. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Leslie. Your payment finally cleared this morning. Or maybe it was last night because they sent I saw the email this morning. Oh, we love you too, Juliet. I love your picture. So beautiful. 26 years. Jesus. Yeah, you were blessed. That was a magical cat. That cat was magical. All right, so you guys know I don't need these cards. I'll use them, but I don't need them. They're just fun to hold. Oh, great, BB. Keep going. And I'll tell you something else. I got another trick for you. I'll tell you later. And it's a guaranteed win-win. It's a guaranteed win-win. You like tea? You like hot tea? It's a guaranteed win-win. I just got mine again. I forgot about it for a long time, but it's a guarantee. I'm sorry, Peter Smith. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. But thank you for the offer. Moderators, please do not make anyone a moderator without me saying okay. Please do not make anyone a moderator without me saying okay. Haha, you got it, Beebs. Yeah, T. Yeah. Well, there's a tea that you drink at nighttime. And I promise you, you drink this cup of tea before you go to bed every night, and you will lose pounds. And it tastes so good. It tastes like flowers. I mean, it just smells so good. It don't taste like flowers, but it tastes good. It's a herbal tea. It tastes really good. It's from Skinny Fit. It's called Z-Tox. Z-Z-Z-Tox. It's a purple bag. And it's a tea. And I have mine. I'll get it in my cabinet in a little bit to show you. But I promise you, you will lose weight with it. And it will help your skin. And it will help your crepiness. And it'll help your saggy skin and all that good stuff from weight loss. So I forgot about it, but I will start mine tonight. You don't drink it during the day. You drink it before bed, as it works while you're sleeping. Yeah, I don't know if you can do it or not. Some people have the control, some people don't. But please don't make anybody a moderator. Please do not. Tammy, of course. Of course. Tammy, of course. Of course, Angel. Yeah, night tea. Yeah, it's called Z-Tox. Yeah, it works really well. It's very calming, too. It helps you to sleep. I forgot all about it. Won't need that damn Benadryl anymore. I forgot all about that. And it's so delicious. You just drink 8 ounces of it. You put 8 ounces of hot water in it. Let it steep for 7 minutes. And then drink it. No, it's online at skinnyfit.com. It's online at skinnyfit.com. All right, who's first up with a question? Lucerne? Lucerne, please type your question. Please type your question, Lucerne. Yeah, it works really good. And it's all herbal. So it won't affect you. It won't hurt your medicines you're on. It's all herbal. I can even take it on my blood thinner, so it's okay. You're welcome, Tammy Tam. All right, so make sure Tammy's added to the list. Lucerne, type your question. Cash App is $, capital HJH8888. Cash App is $, capital H as in hotel, J as in Juliet, H as in hotel, 8888. $ first, HJH8888. Will Sean reach out to you and apologize? All right. I feel like he's hesitant about doing that right now. It feels like he's a little conflicted. It's almost like, for some reason, he's feeling like you owe him an apology. For some reason, he feels like you instigated something. He feels like he wasn't wrong in a situation. You two are going to talk. And I do feel like he's going to reach out, but he's not reaching out to apologize. He's reaching out like either waiting for you to apologize or he's reaching out and just moving past it. But I don't see him apologizing. I don't see him apologizing. So reconciliation, like I said in the answer, is that I see him reaching out. I see you two talking. Um, I see you trying to work through things, but apologies from him are not going to happen. Um, but it's not over. If that's what you're asking, it's definitely not over. It's not over. There is going to be communication coming, and I'm going to say it's going to happen within, well, a week to 10 days. Within a week to 10 days, maybe sooner, but a week to 10 days, give or take. All right, next question is, keep posting the list, please, because I don't have a place to write it. Leslie, type your question. Leslie, Renata, BB, Tammy. Leslie, type your question. Leslie, type your question. I'm going to tell you this real clear. Where Nicholas is concerned, if you over text him, if you over reach out to him, if you nag him, if you are constantly sending some type of message, some type of emoji, some type of something, if you don't let him be the leader, if you don't let him be the chaser, you can forget it. Let him chase you. Don't be so convenient. Don't make it so easy for him, okay? Don't make it so easy for him. And yes, it will continue. It will most definitely continue. Yes, Leslie. And I feel like his energy around you was very bright. I feel like you asked him about why the distance or why you haven't heard much from him. But I feel like his answers were always about busy work. Did he mention any other women? Did he mention that he dated somebody or he met up with somebody? Because I don't see him sleeping with somebody else. I don't. I see him around other people, but I don't see him sleeping with somebody else. So I hope that helps. Might want to do another one of your readings today. Okay. MB, put MB on the list. Renata, type your question, please. All right, put you Sandy on the list. Please put MB and you Sandy on the list. Exactly, BB. Exactly, Miss BB. Up. Exactly, BB. Please have your questions ready, you guys. Have it ready, okay? Type it in the area and then send it when I ask you for it. Renata. Ha ha ha, did you? Yeah. He is still mad. Yeah, you do challenge him. Yeah, he's starting to realize things, but what he's saying, you challenge him, meaning you challenge his patience. You challenge, you make it hard for him. You don't make it easy for him to love you or to be with you because of the fact that you bring truth to him. You bring light to him. He sees your strength. He knows you're different than his wife. You're Renata, you're not a pushover. You're not stupid. And he knows that. With his wife, she's like, okay, and then just does what he says. You ask questions. You want to know things. I feel like he's like, wow, this timing was crazy. Like for you to be there and him to be there at the same time. I feel like he was very happy to ride with you. I feel like it was a fast ride. It wasn't like quite long, but it was long enough That he realized how much he misses you. When he gets to spend that little bit of time with you, he realizes how much he misses you. He's still mad. He says he's mad, but he's not really mad. It's kind of just like, I'm still punishing you. It's like, I'm still punishing you. But he can't stay mad at you. He cannot stay mad at you, Renata. But he is finally realizing your strength. He's finally realizing how he really feels about you. You're showing him, whether you realize it or not, you're showing him how much he does love you. So you're on the right path. Yeah, definitely try to make you jealous. Absolutely, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. If you can be with him and you know he has a wife, anybody else ain't going to make you jealous because he doesn't want anybody. He doesn't even want his wife. He wants to be with you. So don't let the jealousy mess you up. No way. No way. He'd be jealous if he finds out you're with somebody else. He'll go crazy. I mean crazy. All right, who's next? The list is BB. Type your question, babe. BB, type your question. BB, type your question. And don't forget you got MB in there, right? Okay. So I'm on right now BB, then Tammy, then MB, then Lucerne, and then you Sandy. BB, you had a dream last night. In the dream, D was writing a letter. Yeah, it's either writing or texting. So he was either writing or texting. And it's like he starts to do it and then he deletes it. And then he starts to do it and then he deletes it. So he figured he'd put it on paper. Because I feel like he tried to text first. He started to text and then he was like, no. And then I feel like he had some alone time. He was not with her. He had some alone time. And he started to write to you. And when he's writing to you, at first he's trying to point the finger at you. You did this, you did that, you made him go away, you're the one that didn't want him, blah, 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 blah. And then he's going to say things to make you respond to him so he can see if you still care. Because if you care, you're going to respond. If you're done with him, you're just going to stay silent. You're not going to respond at all. So decide what message you want to send him. Whether you want him to get the message that you're done, which means you don't respond at all, you stay silent. You don't do anything at all. You don't even write the word, I'm done. You don't write anything. That's when they think you're really done. But if you respond, defend yourself. You don't, if you do any of that, you're going to show him you still care, that you're really not done. Because people can get pissed off and say, I'm done all the time. But if you're so done and somebody texts you and you still respond to them, you're not done. I don't care what you say, you're not done. But I think you were very accurate on what you saw. I think you're very, very, especially after tonight. Now it's 12:30 now. When we get to 12:38, Capricorn is going to move in. So your energy is going to feel a little bit different. It's going to start lightening up. Things are going to start to flow. And BB, for you, your intensity is getting higher. That's what the headaches were about. Because your third eye was causing you a headache because you are expanding quickly. All right, that's BB's. Tammy, type your question. And then MB. Tammy. Very accurate, BB. Tammy. I'm going to start pinning the questions so that you guys can see them. It was all shaded out, and then I heard, I'm sorry and I love you. Yep. Yep, don't respond. Yeah, he won't be able to grow and learn the lesson from it. It's like tough love right now, like with a kid, tough love. He won't be able to grow if you don't let him fail. He's got to fail and fall first. Good, BB. That's good. Show him your power. Tammy, okay. Is Scott going to ask for marriage soon? Tammy, I feel like Scott has never felt happier in a long, long time. Neither have you. I feel like, I mean, even though finances aren't the best for you guys are still hanging in there together. You're still getting along. You're not pointing the finger at each other. You're not arguing. You're not getting on each other's nerves. Um, you're still respecting each other's boundaries. And I feel like, yes, he is on the path to ask you to marry him. Yes, I feel like he's wanting to come up with money to be able to do so. I feel like he's trying to get you a ring, even if it's has to be your starter ring, meaning that he's going to want to get you a bigger ring later, but he's going to get you something to represent so that he can definitely propose to you. I feel like it's coming, but he's wanting it to be a surprise. He's like, if this keeps going this way, then yeah, hell yeah, I want to marry her. Um, he's a little cautious. He wants to make sure it's not going to go back to the way it was. He's a little cautious, which I'm sure you are too. But you know what? You guys are doing great, and it's because sobriety is definitely taking you to higher grounds. It is taking you to higher grounds. So, Tammy, it looks very positive. Yes, it's coming. All right. MB. MB. MB has a question. I saw your question. MB. Okay, MB's question is, met someone, had an argument, broke off. Will he ever contact me again? It was an instant attraction. MB, can you tell me, does the initial R mean anything to you? MB, does the initial R or S mean anything to you, MB? It's okay, Tammy. You know I love you, Tammy. Does the initial R or the initial S mean anything to you? And also here M. R, S, or M. I'm sorry for the three of them, but that's what I hear. Does anything R, S, or M mean anything to you? The initial R, the initial S, or the initial M? MB, I'm on you right now. Does those initials mean anything to you? MB, please type your comment. Okay. Is it the R? Okay. That's the first initial that I got. So I do feel like this person's thinking about you. I think the argument was stupid. I feel like what was the big deal of it? Yeah, R. I feel like it was just stupid. It's like it was just your opinion versus his opinion. It wasn't like you were right and he was right, or he was right and you were wrong. It wasn't even like that. It's it was a challenge between the two of you. Um, Sometimes, MB, you got to pick and choose your arguments. Because I feel like you two could really hit it off. I feel like you could have a lot in common. I feel like this can be a really good thing, but you're so much alike that you're going to argue. You are so much alike. You're going to argue. So, yes, I feel like communication is going to come, but he's very much stubborn. He is stubborn, and he wants to prove his point because he feels like he was right. So he's trying to prove his point. So you may have to, thank you, BB. You may have to reach out and say, this argument was stupid. So that's what I feel like, because it was stupid. You shouldn't even be not talking right now. It wasn't worth all that. There was a miscommunication. Somebody didn't understand the whole thing, whatever that's about. Somebody didn't understand the whole thing, MB. Somebody did not understand the whole thing. Thank you, Linz. Thank you, Beebs. Hi, Nellie. Hi, Nellie. All right. And who was the S initial, MB? Who was the S and the M that came in through? Who's the S? Is it a last initial? Is the S or an M the last name initial? What is the S about? What message was held for review? MB, was the S or an M? Is that a last name initial? Or is that two other people that you're dealing with? Or have dealt with in the past? Look at Lindsay. Lindsay, I love it. I love you, Lindsay. I love you, Lindsay. Yeah, he disappeared. Mm-hmm. It's all right. He'll be back around. He'll show back up on the page. He'll be back. Was it through Facebook? Was it through Facebook? Thanks, Lindsay. You don't know an S? Not even a last name then. I don't know, but there's an S and an M. Keep those initials written down somewhere and just know that there's communication coming between an S like a Scott or a Stephen. Perhaps Stephen. And maybe a Mark or Michael. Stephen, Mark, or Michael. Keep an eye. That's what I said. It could be in the past. That's what I said. It could be in the past. I feel like you've crossed their mind with the M. I feel like you've crossed their mind. They're your supervisor's initials, Lucerne? Wow. Yeah, see, when I'm reading somebody, it may be for one person, but if you're in this room, there's a reason you're in here, and it will probably resonate. A lot of things will resonate. Oh, okay. All right. POF? Okay. Ugh. All right, who's up next? Lucerne? You'll hear from him. You'll see him again. You don't know an S though. That's okay. Keep it open. Keep an open mind for it. More is coming. You'll see. More is coming. I think the next person you meet will be an S initial. I think the next person you meet will be an S initial because we already accounted for the R. Now we accounted for the M. So be prepared. Lucerne, yes, you have another question. Go ahead. Please type it. Thank you, baby girl. Lucerne, you got to show that you're not holding on to things. You got to kind of show that you're not living in the past, so to speak. Whatever happened is done and over. Move forward. It's like a fresh start. Show him a fresh start. Show him that, you know what, you're not juvenile that way. You're not going to keep focusing on something from the past. Yesterday's already gone. You want to focus on today, and you can't worry about tomorrow until it gets here. So just kind of, you're welcome, MB. Just kind of do, but MB, you're not going to stay single for long. Just so you know, you're not going to stay single for long. So Lucerne, just do what makes you happy. Stop focusing on the relationship itself and try to focus more on what makes you feel good being with this person. Stop worrying about all the little things on the sides. That's a control issue. That's your ego getting in the way. Don't let that happen. We so quickly in a relationship want to point the finger at them or judge them or complain about something that they're doing, or just focus on yourself, on what you're doing, how you're acting, how you're behaving, how you're communicating, and just love them. Accept them. That's it. That's the only thing I got for you, baby. It's the only thing I got, which is a lot. All right, who else has a question? Yes, Sandy. Yes, Sandy, please type your question. You got it, MB. Well, my stomach is making noise. I forgot to eat breakfast. Oh, gosh. All right. Hi, Payman. Okay, yes, Sandy says. Yes, Sandy. Is Henry the person for me? Or should I choose to be single? You know, I think don't get too caught up with him. He's got a lot of lessons in front of him yet. Things that he has to go through and challenges, tests, so to speak. I do feel like, you're not over ecstatic about him, even when you're with him. There's not the feeling's not there that you should have. But what is good is it does consume some of your time. And when you're bored and wanting to do something different or wanting to get out, it's okay. But I don't feel like he's your forever. You wouldn't be happy if it was. That is not the person that you're going to want to marry. Just to have somebody to say I'm married. Don't do that. Don't do it to yourself. This is definitely going to it's definitely going to take a turnaround. Because being with him is going to actually attract another person toward you. And you'll be able to take him as a stepping stone. And that's exactly what Henry is for you. He is a stepping stone for you to get to the next level. All right? So yeah, keep him around for a while. Have fun. Do whatever. But you're not 100% invested in him. Because he's not 100% invested in you. So just take it for what it is. Yeah, Lucerne, it's not worth it. Just change the subject and get out of the situation if that happens. Because going in circles and going in circles is just going to lead to arguments. It's a struggle. It's a power control. It's an ego thing. Stay away from it. Hi, Tracy Trace. I'm all done. Anybody else questions? 2222. Anybody else questions? 2222. If you're using PayPal, please add $5 so it's 2722. If you can't use friends and family, please add $5. It is 2722. Anybody else? Any questions? Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? Everybody, it's in the instructions. Yes, Cindy. He is invested, but I'm the one that doesn't want to make it work for him with him. You're right. My feelings aren't there for him anymore. Yeah, and he's not invested to the point where he wants to get married. And you're not the only person that he talks to. My hair looks yellow in this app. My hair is not yellow. Payman, Helen, I'm no longer doing readings and letting the universe, God, guide me in trusting the process. If I need advice, we'll be here seeking your advice. Oh, of course, Payman. Please do what Spirit leads you to do. I respect that wholeheartedly. You're never forced to do a reading. You're never forced to do anything that's against your will. I am very happy that you're very comfortable within yourself and being patient with the universe to show you what's coming. That's a great idea. It's a great idea. Everybody has free will. So you see how you're taking this and using your free will to make that choice or decision. The same way your partner takes his free will and chooses to prioritize who he calls, what he's doing, who he meets up with, and etc. His life's not broken right now, Payman, the way it is. Therefore, he doesn't feel like he needs to fix it. It doesn't mean he doesn't care about you. It doesn't mean he doesn't want to be with you. Just so you know, but his life is not broken. See, our lives feel broken because we don't have them in it. We're missing them, and we don't feel complete. He has his job. He has his children. He has their pet or their dog, something about that, but he doesn't feel like it needs fixing. He was so burned with that relationship and that marriage that he's okay by himself right now, but it doesn't mean he doesn't care. So yes, stay patient and wait to see what the universe does. Please stay patient. I'm praying that he does for you very soon, Payman. But like I said, he's not in a big rush like you would like to be because you're waiting for him, because you don't have children and anybody else around you occupying you or your time. You have work. And yes, there's family, but it's different with him. He has responsibility with those little ones. So he's okay. So you kind of see the difference between the two of you. But I wish you all the best. And I thank you for coming on here to tell me that. I'm glad you didn't just disappear. And I'm like, what happened to Payman? I love your honesty. I love your bravery. And you got to do what's always right for you. Okay? No matter what. And when an big if you ever need me, I'm here. I'm always here for you. Your family. Like it or not, you can choose not to get readings. You can choose not to do anything. But you're always going to be part of this family. All right? So please come in and at least speak to us, say hello to us, and give us your presence because we love you. We love you. We love you. And I'm so proud of you, Payman, because you've come such a long way. And you've been through a hell of a lot with your mom and everything else that you were dealing with. And even just being by yourself for so long. Your strength is unbelievable. Tammy, yeah, he really wants to just, keep encouraging him, keep flattering him about, wow, the change is so nice. This side of you that I didn't get to see so often is amazing. Probably just like with me saying, meaning being you, saying that, me, Tammy, I'm sure you see me in a different way too. And I think that's why this is working now, because we're both trying to stay on the right track. All right, Payman. Appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to go once, twice, three times. Anybody else want a question for 2222? Otherwise, I'm going to jump off of here and go rinse my mouth with salt water and go eat some breakfast because it is almost 12:50, which means we are now, Capricorn is now into this full moon. Tonight should be very exciting. I can't wait to look up. I'm going to come on live and do a video tonight, probably close to midnight, and show you the moon and do some readings. So if you're going to be interested in a reading tonight, a full moon reading, they're usually pretty much really accurate, a lot of detail. If you're interested, we're going to make them cheap. There'll be mini reads. We're going to do them cheap, like 44.44, not 88.88. We're going to do like 44.44. And that's 4 is a great number for the 4th of July, which will be midnight. So 44.44. Sign up ahead of time because I'm not going to do a whole bunch. Sign up ahead of time. I might take anywhere between 5 and 10 of you. That's it. So sign up ahead of time if you want to get a full moon mini read. That's going to be amazing for 44.44. So sign up. All right, and I will see you then. You have the payment. Hi, Leo. Please put the PayPal link there. Pay attention. You can go back to this video that'll post under live. So you go to my page and slide across under live, and it'll post. Look at this video. It'll show you the link for the PayPal if you need it. Lucerne paid again. Okay, Lucerne, type your question. Oh, your moon is Capricorn. That's great. Good communication. Things are going to flow easy. Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. Lucerne, type your question. So I've pinned the message for the payments so you guys will know. Full moon, yeah, reading, yeah, mini reading, yep. No, it's not on Zoom. This one's just going to be right on live like this. It'll be right like this on live. Zoom readings with the groups are 8888 because they are bigger readings. This is just a mini. This one's just a mini for 4444. But doing the Zoom is 8888 for a private, not a private, but a Zoom with other people getting readings done. Everybody but the person I'm speaking to will be muted during those readings. You, Sandy, did you send another payment in? You have to send another payment in for your next question. Lucerne. Um, there is one person around him that gets jealous when he's with you because he doesn't spend time with him. It's one particular best friend with him. I don't know if his name is Kurt or if his name is Chris. I don't know if there's Kurt or Chris. But he has one person who's glad when he's breaking up with you because he gets more time with him. So there was a little bit of influence, but he kind of did it by himself because he feels like when he breaks up with you, he's punishing you. He feels like when he's cutting it off with you, that he knows you'll be there. He's taking advantage that way. Little manipulation. But it's temporary. Lucerne says his name starts with a K. Okay. Because that's what I kept hearing, like Curtis, like Curtis is Kurtis, but Kevin, Curtis, K, something K. Yeah, Chris, Kris, but, oh, Chris could be Chris, like Christine, but this was a boy, so I'm thinking of Chris, Kris, but, yeah, I kept seeing K. Yeah, I kept seeing the sound, it sounded like a K. I didn't see a K, I'm sorry, but I kept hearing, like, Curtis, and Curtis is Kurtis. Crazy. You just met him once. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think he resents you. I just think that he feels like, all you got to do is stay home all day and take care of mom and dad, and then and you get to paint and do other things, and lay down and take naps and do whatever you want when you want. He has to go to work and he has to take care of his family, and he feels like he's just got a lot more responsibility, is what he feels like, and he pays bills. He pays a lot of bills. So that's what he was referring to. Don't worry about him. Um, so you, Sandy, did you send another payment in yet? Because you already got answered once, so you only sent one payment. Did you send a second payment? Yes, Sandy, please respond. Sure, Leo. Well, money's got to pay the bills or everybody else be homeless. He's got to pay the bills. He's got a lot of pressure on him with that, Lindsay. You sent two payments? All right, I'm going to check and confirm it. You sent them on PayPal? Yes, Sandy? You sent it on PayPal, honey? I'm going to go off of here and check it real quick. You sent it on PayPal? Yes, Lucerne, that was your read. Yes, Lucerne, that was your read. Yes, Lucerne. Now I'm talking to you, Sandy. Yours is done, Lucerne. That was your read. Yep. Leo, he's going to communicate very soon with you, so be prepared for that. He's going to be talking to you very soon. He will reach out. Okay, yes, Sandy, go ahead, please. Type your question, yes, Sandy. Type your question. Thank you, Lucerne. Yes, Sandy, does Brandon miss you? I feel like he thinks about you occasionally, not all the time. Um, it's like 2 weeks or so that he reaches out. Not right away. But I feel like you guys weren't that serious. It's like you're not, it's not that serious yet. But I do feel like you do communicate with him very soon, yes. Very soon. Yeah, he's going to reach out, Leo. You'll be happy. There's going to be communication between you and him, Leo. And yes, Sandy, as far as Brandon, yes, he thinks about you. I feel like, you guys either dated for a while or were in communication a lot for a while, and then it just stopped. There is another person, another person that's involved with him, but I don't feel like that's going as well as expected. So there is going to be communication coming for you. Lindsay, if you want to let him cut you with his words, that's up to you, but you have the power not to. You have the power not to. So don't let him make you feel like he's in control of you, and he don't get to decide how you're going to feel today. You know what you do. You know what your value is. You know that it is easier to be home and work from home. I've done it. I've taken care of my grandmother and worked from home. It was much easier than going out to the job. It definitely was, but it's also more stressful. It's mentally exhausting. So I get it. There's pros and cons to both sides. But he had no right to say that, okay? So don't, Lindsay, you got to stop being so sensitive. You're grown. You're a woman. You're not a little baby no more. You're not a little girl no more. You got to put on your tough skin and be like, you know what? You don't bother me. You don't bother me. But if you're believing what he's saying, then it's going to affect you. So stop believing what he's saying. You're better than that, Lindsay. You're better than that. I keep seeing something here. All right, you guys. Take care. Thank you for being here. Glad we got everybody done. See you tonight. Full moon reading. It's mini reads. Mini reads. 4444. Sign up now. The list will be made when I go on here live. I'm not going to add you once it's done. I'm going to lock my PayPal. So nobody's going to add in. I'm going to lock the Cash App. Nobody's going to add in. So get in now if you want it. 4444. Full moon read for July 4th. It's coming. Tonight.